Welcome back, everyone, to another exciting adventure with Gobbler the Troll Shaman. We are here in the beautiful land of Kaladim, home of the dwarves on Fadeware, and it's been actually a little bit of a journey to get to this place. Um, I'll explain what I mean in a moment. We are going to be killing the dwarven guards today, and they are pretty beefy for their level. Yeah, they don't mess around. So I'll kind of show you the setup here, how to break this camp a little bit. Um, but ultimately, I think where we last left off with Gobbler is I just sort of finished my tour of Freeport, showing how to use the jaundice bone bracer, and then comparing that with a number of other ways to potentially level and kind of comparing the experience. And then I kind of set out, I think I was level 46 when I sort of completed that quest, and I wanted to go and find somewhere else to hunt, so I came to Kaladim. I said, okay, killing Freeport guards, maybe I can kill some Kaladim guards as well. Let me tell you, it did not go well. I just was not high enough level for them at that point. I don't think they broke my route constantly. They resisted spells, and they gang up quite easily on you. They hit very hard as well, constantly double attacking for 100 or more. Um, so it wasn't gonna happen. I was level 46, maybe 47. I can't remember where I tried to go after it, but it didn't work out. So then I decided to try and go to Lower Guck. Lower Guck was kind of like a spot that I've never really leveled throughout my EverQuest career. I mean, occasionally I've been there in like groups and that sort of thing, but I never really spent a lot of time there. So I don't know. I kind of wanted to try it out. I know there's a ton of great items that dropped down there, so I started kind of making my way through Lower Guck, and I was actually pretty good level for that. Like most stuff was green. I could kill my way through, but the mobs there come in bunches. Like I'm telling you, I was having to like root like 4 or 5 mobs at once, and then kind of like JBB them down. Um, it was a lot. Like I was doing okay, but it was just a lot. And then finally, I got to a point where I was not doing okay. I got deep enough, I think, that oh boy, we got. So this is oh boy, come on, zone, 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 zone. All right. So this is kind of what I mean about Kaladim. Breaking in is definitely difficult. So, but I'll get to that point. So, anyways, Lower Guck didn't really work out either. I did find a nice Shadow Knight down there that kind of showed me the ropes a little bit. Kind of showed me the different camps, so that was helpful. So I might go back at some point. But from there, I went. Actually, I was gonna go kill hill giants in Wrath Mountains. Figured I'd get some plat, get some experience, why not? On my way there, I stopped over at the Spectre camp in Ferret. Thought I'd try my hand at that. That was just camped pretty heavily. I could kill like 1 or 2 of them, but it just, I don't know, it wasn't a great setup for me anyways. I also tried to kill the Necro that's like back by the Fear portal. Killed her a couple times. She's definitely an undercon. That was hard fought battles. Anyways, then I made my way to Wrath Mountains to try the Hill Giants, which again, the Hill Giants like worked out pretty well. I could just root and JBB them down, but the problem was just trying to get enough mobs to make the experience kind of flow decently. There was just, again, there's always people there camping Hill Giants for plat, so it was just kind of hard to run around and tag mobs. And then that's like the stress of trying to tag mobs before someone else does. So it was a good option, kind of. Maybe if I did it in like off peak hours. But ultimately, I just wanted something where I could just kind of like chill out at the camp, not have to be stressed about it. And then ultimately, after all of this trial and error, I made my way back to Freeport, and I just grinded out. I ground through. I think I was level 47. Gone through 48, and then finally hit 49, all in Freeport. And it was fine. The experience was flowing once I got out of that hell level at 45, so no big deal. It worked out, and then I was 49, and I got some much needed upgrades on my dots here, I got Plague and Envenom Bolt, both at 49. I've been using some old stuff before then, so these are definitely helpful. Envenom Bolt especially, because I think it's 8 ticks and it does like 12 to 1300 damage. Plague does about the same damage, but it takes like 2 minutes plus, like 2.2 minutes or something like that to tick fully. So yeah, Envenom Bolt's where it's at, but I use both when I can here. So anyways, that's a little backstory, catch you up on what I've been up to. Really just plowing through levels in Freeport and failing at other camps. So into Kaladim now. So you saw me kind of try and break up this camp at the beginning here where I got mobbed and almost died trying to zone out. So the trouble with this one, we have 2 guards that will path up to the front here. Okay, so here's Kindor. I'm going to try and root him once he gets up. He'll be out of range of these 2 back guards here, that he won't aggro them. But the trouble that you saw in the other one is that there's another guard that paths up here, and if he does it too quickly or while I'm trying to kill this guy, then I run into trouble. I mean, usually I can handle it. I can like root and just kind of be okay, but that time they kind of got on top of me. I think when I'm talking, I'm just like not as focused either and can't really like react as well. So that might have been part of it. But really what I want to do is I want to just burn this guy down as quickly as possible. And honestly, like I could have casted Plague on him too, just to like help to that effect. But I'm usually okay if I just do Envenom Bolt and then just rock him with JBVs. I can get him down quick enough. So that's what we're going to try here. And hopefully... Should I do another Envenom Bolt? See, again, like I really don't have to, I don't think. But I'm just nervous from that last attempt where the guy came up. I just don't want to get in that position again. So... 2 Envenom Bolts on him, probably not necessary, but I'll for sure get him down here. Ooh, he's running. Oh, this could be hairy. Damn it. Okay. Not what I wanted to happen. So he aggroed surprisingly only one of those guards. I would have thought he'd get both, but the good thing about this is that I'm right by the zone, so when see, like, yep, I saw the guard coming, heard him shout at me. Alright, the other guy died from Venom Bolt, so I was just waiting for him to die so I could at least get experience on him. That's a done deal. So, yeah, again, you're seeing for a second time why this is kind of a tricky camp. Once you get this, like, front part broken, it's pretty much smooth sailing. If you just stay on top of the spawns, it's not a big deal. And to be honest, I don't usually have this much trouble breaking it. This is, what, like my 2nd or 3rd attempt. It's not usually that bad. But we did make some progress. We killed 1 guy, so we've got 1 less to worry about now. And I'll be back. I'm obviously low health and mana right now, so I'm gonna let this regen and we'll be back. Alright, we're back. I've got enough health and mana here, I think. I'm gonna go ahead and start work on this guy. The roamer was up here, so I figured rather than wait for him to path again, I'll just start in on him. Forget what I was talking about, but yeah, you can kind of see it's close quarters up here. We're right by the zone line. You know, when they break, I'm kind of like in this weird little like twisty part here, so I need to make sure I have line of sight on them. But really the worst part is just getting these roamers down, and then from that point on you can sort of, well, you do have to sort of tag team the ones at front. I think they will pull each other. See, when this starts happening, I start getting a lot of root breaks. You know, he's hitting on me. He's hitting me for 108, 89, doubles. Sometimes I'll just like chill out on the JBB and just like let my dots do their work. So Venom Bolt took him down under 50% with a couple JBBs. Like, I'll just cast another one on him. And he breaks again. So, yeah, I mean, some of these guards are higher than other ones, so like they're gonna have more breaks, I think. Um, so yeah, when that happens, if I'm just getting beat on and have like no mana left, it's sometimes just better to let the dots do their work. You can speed things up a little bit with JBB, but you can also get yourself into trouble. So that's kind of the way to do this, honestly. If you don't have a JBB, it's not like crazy helpful at this camp. I mean, obviously it helps to have mana-free damage, but most people, and even me, will do this with just root rotting. So you've got 2 new dots at level 49, Plague and Inventive Bolt. You can kind of figure out a nice cadence to how many times you need to cast each of those to make sure you get them down. So it's a nice camp when you can sort of get that rhythm going and are able to just sit there, root rot them. And this guy, well, what happened here? Oh, okay, it didn't kill him, Inventive Breath. So now we'll do our JBB and take him out. And I want to loot that guard too before he rots. So I might have to. I might end up booking out of here because I'm pretty sure those guys are going to aggro me if I go loot that. But we will see. Maybe I'll get a little cutesy with, if I do a little invisibility, for sure taking out that fungal regrowth, because if they aggro me. Alright, cool. They didn't aggro. So we'll chill here and get some mana back, but really the furthest I've been able to go into here is there's a lot of guards in here. I think there's like, I want to say 12 to 14. I know it's double digits, but you saw the 2 roamers. I killed them. There's these 2 guards here. There's this guy up here. There's 2 back here. Here's another guy who roams. I don't think he comes to the front. I think he just kind of goes back and forth. The furthest I've gotten is I've killed, these guys here. I've killed the roamers. I've killed those 2, and then I've killed the guy up the stairs here that we saw in that tower. That's about as far as I've gotten before the guards started to repop. I think it's a 24-minute timer in here. So there's definitely more killing that can be done. If you can do it more efficiently than there's guards to be had. So there's definitely a lot of opportunity here. Each guard will drop a battle axe and a small kite shield. I think the battle axe sells for near 10 plat. Kite shield like 4 plat. So you're getting 14 plat at a minimum. Each kill, some of them also drop like fine steel weapons. You can see this guy's holding a staff or whatever. This guy's got a spear, and I think even when they're holding those, they'll drop the battle axe and the shield regardless. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think they drop those every time. So it's fairly lucrative as well. You get some good experience, get some decent cash, and then you're on your merry way. So I've been here since literally I dinged 49 and came over. I have died. I think I've died a couple times. I lost my level. I died very quickly when I came here initially. Got a nice clerk to res me, so got the level back. But yeah, even being right here by the zone line, things can get a little dicey. And I sometimes will get cocky. I'll run out and not bother clicking off fungal regrowth that's snaring me. That was how I died the one time. Is like I was like right at the zone line, and they just got a smack off on me because I was too slow. So you definitely do have to be careful here. Like I said, these guys hit pretty hard, but my plan is to basically stay here through 49, get to 50, and then I'm debating if I want to continue to hang out here, go somewhere else, or potentially start on my epic, which I know is kind of a fool's journey because the Shaman epic has a major choke point at the child's tier, I think it is, that drops in Plane of Hate, I think. I haven't really researched it that much, but I think that's what it is. I mean, you can get real lucky, you can see a few of them drop, or you can get real unlucky and not see any for a very long time. So it's kind of one of those things, I'm just considering, there's not anything that I really desperately want on my druid, who I usually raid on. So I could kind of spend my DKP on a child's tier if one dropped, but I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. I'm like, do I want to take that potentially from a Shaman main for my Shaman alt? But then at the same time, I'm like, hey, I sat there and earned the DKP anyways. I can spend it how I want. I don't know. I'm also just like not super tied to am I gonna level the Shaman to 60? I'm still enjoying him, so I very well may, but I don't know. It's all up in the air. I'm kind of rambling now, I know, sorry. I'll pull these guards so we're actually doing something. But that's just kind of where my head's at right now. I'm thinking about sort of next steps. The way that I've kind of like played this guy this thus far is I've kind of just been going ham on like getting him the best gear I possibly can, and just having fun with kind of the OP-ness that comes along with that. Um, so that was kind of my thought around like trying to get the epic early, I guess, or right at 50. That would be kind of cool, just to kind of level 50 to 60 with the epic. It would just add another layer to that, make things a lot easier. You could, you know, toy around with those things. I can do some more test and learns on various ways to level. So I just thought it would be cool to do, and fun to have, and then also, fun from a content perspective for you guys to watch. But I don't know. You guys let me know if you think that's a good or a bad idea. I'm really just kind of like, I'm going to get hung up on that child's tier. Like, that's going to be a problem. So it's questionable if that's what I'll actually do or not. Yeah, I think that's kind of it for this one. So you've sort of seen the process here. You got to kill those roamers first. It can be a little tricky. Use the zone to your advantage. I'm probably going to zone this guy once I kill him, just because I have no mana. So just reset the aggro. That's the way to do it. You pull these front guards. They're both going to come on you. Just root one and then rot the other one. So there's really not a whole lot to it. Just getting that broken in the first place is the sort of tricky part. So yeah, we'll let him die. Get the experience. Reset the aggro. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll keep this one at that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to tell you guys, but really it's kind of simple. Just killing more guards, getting a little more cash, getting some more experience, getting close to 50, which is always fun, and the inevitable hell levels that come with upper 50s. So if I do go down this epic route, I'm definitely going to sort of catalog that experience. I know there's ways you can sort of cheese the epic and just like repeat steps in the quest, because it's all like faction based. You need to max out your faction with this, I forget what it's called off the top of my head, but it's the faction for the Shaman epic. And then there's a few like specific kills I obviously want to do. So part of it is killing the direwolf in Mistmore that gets you the clicky sow boots. That I want to do regardless of if I actually get the epic or not. So that'll be part of it. But yeah, I figure I'll kind of catalog that journey and just go through the actual whole quest. Might be something interesting to kind of watch there. I've got other stuff I'm kind of working on too on the sidelines. I don't play that much, so stuff takes me a while. But still trying to get my Coldane Prayer Shawl on my Druid. I'm hung up on tailoring, trying to level that, and worried about trying to do the combine with not maxed out tailoring. So, working on a few things here and there, but mostly I think we're going to continue to see Shaman content. So hopefully you guys aren't tired of that yet. But all right, I'm sufficiently rambling now, so I'm gonna call it good there. Let me know your thoughts on if you'd like to see epic content, or if you think I should just keep pushing through levels and showing different zones and that sort of thing. We'll see where we net out. Alright, thanks for stopping in, and we'll see you in the next one.